We'll begin the recording. Well, good morning, my friends. Here, there, everywhere. Today is Friday, May 31st. This is Stephen Wynn with Healing the Heart of America. And our topic today is abortion. And I just want to, because this is a very potentially emotional topic, I just want to sort of like reestablish the frame for what we're doing. So what we're doing is we're going into our hearts, and from the perspective of our hearts, we're looking at issues that are dividing America, and they're dividing America because of the wounds in our heart. And because America similarly has these huge and massive wounds in its heart, in her heart. And the idea is not to necessarily find the solution to the problem. It's not to make anyone wrong. Instead, it's to look at the issue through the eyes of the heart, with love, finding what's blocking our love for everyone involved, and from that platform of love, allowing the perfect solution to arise. So that's what we're doing. And before we get started, I have a couple of announcements because we are coming towards the end of this program. And again, first I'll just say thank you very much for lending your hearts to this process, stepping up so consistently. It's really quite amazing how many people are, all the way through, it's a 28-day program, and the numbers are just staying consistently stable. We still run around 50 to 70 people almost every day between the live attendance and the people on the phone. So a couple of things. One is that tomorrow we have a release technique weekend, which is sort of related to what we do here. A lot of what I do comes from when I was a teacher of the release technique. So it starts tomorrow at 9:30. There is a fee. There's a notice on the door. Is it $60, $80, Radhika? $60. I'll be leading the intro section. So Saturday morning from 9:30 to noon. And everyone's, of course, welcome. You'll learn a lot about this process that I pull people through. Of course, I've changed it a lot since I've become so connected to my heart. Now, if I call it releasing, I'd call it releasing from the heart. But it's still very powerful, very, very powerful for dealing with issues in your life and allowing things to just change. So everyone's welcome to that. Now, I'll also make an announcement for the weekend of June 21st, where Puran Bear from I Am Heart, he and his wife were the ones who taught me about my heart. They just opened up my heart for me. Really, really quite amazing. He's coming to Des Moines for a 2-day workshop. It's really 1 day with an optional extension. 1 day it's $59 for 2 people, $49 for 1 person. But if you're free and you can go up there, I think it's at the Unity Church in Des Moines. Saturday the 21st, or maybe Saturday the 20th, whichever. Okay. Yeah, so that's that weekend. There's a poster, little postcard out front here, if anyone wants to look at that. So that's going on, just resources. I'm not economically tied into any of those. I'm just adding on resources for anyone to take advantage of if you want to pursue your experience of your heart and your emotions. So, with that, let's begin our process of going into our hearts. Yes, you have a question? So the question is, are the replays going to be available for an unlimited amount of time? I probably cap it at 99 years. I'm not trying to hide these meditations. Okay, I want them out there. All right, and my philosophy is whenever I can do it for free, I'll do it for free, and so I plan for them to be free like that. Sure. Okay, so let's just sit up straight, and let's say good morning to our hearts by simply putting one hand over the other on our hearts. And begin noticing what state you're in as we start this. What level of peace are we at? What level of quietness? What worry? Whatever. What? Just the general presence that you have right now. And let's just watch what happens as we simply put our hands on our heart and connect with that energy. And just check. Perhaps you begin to feel your heartbeat through your fingertips or through your palm. Something happens in this posture that just awakens our connection to our hearts. Without even trying, almost universally when I ask people their experiences, they notice quietness, peace, easiness. And just check that for yourself. What's your experience? Let's just let our hands go back into our lap for the second part of moving into our hearts. It's called heart rhythm meditation. Susanna and Peron Bear researched the Desert Fathers and the Desert Mothers, the 4th and 5th centuries. Just these amazing God-realized beings that drew tens of thousands of people to a full-time life of seeking the presence of the divine, and they used their heart and their breath as their vehicle. So what we do is we connect the rhythm of our heartbeat to the rhythm of our breathing. But we begin by just watching our breath for a minute or two. Just being with it, noticing how free is it, how full is your breath. How open are your nostrils? The breath is a great bridge, a great connector between the heart and the mind, which are in their nature just one, but we start to experience them as separate. And our breath does this exquisite job of connecting our heart and our mind. And now let's begin fully exhaling and fully inhaling. On the exhale, pull your abdominal muscles all the way back to your spine. And when it's comfortable, let's begin the process of connecting the rhythm of our breath to the rhythm of our heartbeat. Typically that's 6 or 8 beats, could be 4, 10, or 12. I'll use the word 8. So inhale to the count of 8 heartbeats. And exhale to the count of 8 heartbeats. By now, I imagine a good number of us can just feel the heartbeat, but it's always okay to just feel your pulse in your wrist or your throat, or to hold your breath a little bit, and then you really start to feel your heartbeat. And just take a moment and notice your experience when we move to this very balanced place. Where are you? How present to your heart are you? To your body? To the universe? And every morning, We always explore a new avenue of how to use this basic balanced state, this pattern of breathing, to enhance our lives through the dimensions of the heart, the elements, the name of the heartbeat, the square breath. This morning I'd like to modify the breath slightly so that we might ask for guidance. And what do? Is we do this, what's called the swinging breath, where we inhale 8 beats, or whatever the number is you use, into our heart directly from the front. And let the energy go back out the back of our hearts to the invisible realms behind us, to the count of 8 heartbeats. And then inhale from the back into our heart to the count of 8 heartbeats. And then exhale back out the front. Again, keeping that same rhythm. So we go inhale to the in from the front into our heart. Exhale the energy out towards the back. Inhale from the back into our hearts to the count of 8 heartbeats. Then out to the front, 6, 8, whatever it is, 8 heartbeats. And just allow the breath and the energy. The breath has the air flowing in, and there's also a stream of energy with the breath. Here we're playing with the energy, going from the unmanifest realms behind us out to the manifest realms of creation in front of us. And once we've got the rhythm down comfortably, we want to ask the universe. I'll tell you what I'm asking the universe. Personally, I'm asking for guidance for the next step in healing the heart of America. You might be asking guidance for your career, for your health, for your family, for your relationships. Whatever it is for you, or join me in asking for guidance for the next step of healing the heart of America. Let's just go back to this for a few minutes, breathing with this pattern, out and back, and you ask the question on the exhale out towards the universe, and just let the answer come. It'll come now or later, it doesn't matter. Let it come from the masters on the other side, the celestial beings on the other side. We're asking for divine guidance here. Now that we've spread that question out, let's just sit silently, easily, and give space for an answer, not minding if it shows up now or if it shows up later. It's nothing we control. And now let's move into our topic of abortion. Oh, wait. First, let's expand our hearts out. Sorry. So let's just take a moment. Inhale the energy into our hearts. And then just let our energetic body, our heart field, expand out. Inhale, we fill up with energy. Exhale, we expand our heart field out. Maybe it just goes a few inches, 3 inches, 18 inches. Maybe it fills the room. Wherever it goes is fine. Inhale, and again, push that energy out. Let it flow and expand out. Perhaps it fills your city, your county, your state. Pull it in again on the inhale. Exhale that energy out, the heart field out, filling our nation, filling our world as far out into creation. As we talked about yesterday, our heart field is already there. This is really just the process of noticing it, of realizing that our heart is the center point of our creation, of our world. Let's just take that in, that our heart is the center point of our creation, our world. True for each one of us. And at that level of the heart, we are so interconnected with every other heart. It becomes this one vast, universal heart. And our life experiences flow into this universal heart. And we draw wisdom from this universal heart to allow our lives to be more full, more free, more complete. This is the referral back to the universal self and then back to the individual self. We are so connected. And from this place of vast connectedness, let's just explore any wounds that may be in our heart about abortion. So the first question is, for the women and for the men, have you ever had any experience with abortion? Either you personally, or a dear friend, or your partner. If you're a guy, have you had a child that's been aborted? And let's ask this question and allow lightness and easiness about it. But just see if it brings up any energy. Either it could be regret, it could be relief. Thank goodness. Most women who have an abortion, when they're queried about it a week later, are relieved that it happened. just for ourselves, if we have any personal energy here, could we welcome that energy up? Feel it. We don't want to have it fester deep within us. Could you just welcome it up? Feel it. Even if it's for a friend. Could we allow ourselves to go to love, to go to compassion, or gratitude? Thank goodness I didn't bring a child in this world that I couldn't take care of properly. Whatever your reaction is, could you just welcome that up? And allow love, perfection, and grace to arise within us. Whatever our beliefs about abortion, let's start examining how we feel and how we judge. And I think what we'll discover is it all comes down to what values we live by. When I talk to my sisters, it's absolute. My body, my choice. And not the place for the government to step in. When you talk to those who view, that's the value of liberty, and we can all appreciate that. And then we talk to those who oppose abortion, and they say they're valuing life. They're valuing their tradition, morality, and they have their own values. And we can judge those. We can judge either side. So take a moment, whatever side of the spectrum that you're on, or maybe you're undecided, either way, could you welcome up your judgments about the other side? The ones who want to take away my right to run my body and my life the way I want to? Or the ones who don't seem to honor life the way we see it? So just notice the judgment. We know it's here nationwide. And let's just ask ourselves, does the judgment bring us to any resolution? Does the disliking of the other perspective heal the rift? And I think we all know the answer is no. All it does is keep us separate. So, somehow I'm feeling like it's time to stir the pot a little bit more here. So the first question is, well, actually, first we brought up the disapproval. Could we let the disapproval go? And could we let it go some more? And let it go some more. And could we give them some love and approval? Just because it feels better to be loving, just because the real solution will come from love. We don't have to agree with their perspective, but it's a more powerful impactful place to love. So could we give some love and approval to people who do not share our values? And could we give them some more love and approval? And more love and approval. And so from this, I actually felt a lot of softening with that, by the way. Let's stir the pot up some more from here. So the first question I'll ask is a fetus a child? At what point does a soul, if we believe in the concept of a soul, at what point does a soul enter the fetus? Different cultures around the world have very different dates for this. We don't know. Okay? We all have our theories. The mind doesn't know. We've got some court rulings that more or less created laws that give some guidelines, but not completely. So, is it okay to commit infanticide? A practice that has happened throughout history. Babies are born, and if they're deformed, or often if they're just girls, they are abandoned and left to die. What energy does this bring up within us? Welcome it up. The energy doesn't help. We want to honor it and love it because it's ours. But if it keeps us locked into being separate from other people, is it okay if we let go of the energy so we can move into oneness with everyone on the planet? So do the fathers have any right in this question of abortion? And again, welcome up the energy. Love it. And I'm going to just shift it into oneness if you choose. If you choose to create a divine quality, let's let that shift into oneness, or whatever you would like. So going back to infanticide for a second, right now we have certain states that are making it very difficult to have an abortion, and other states that are loosening it so much that it's legal to try to abort a child, and if the child survives the abortion and is alive on the table, it can still be put down as part of the abortion. How do you feel about that? Welcome up that energy. Pull it into your heart. It's still just energy. It's our energy. Can we use that to transform that into unity, into oneness, into love? You go to China, where they have a one-child per family policy. They're loosening that because that's caused them some problems. And it's wildly prevalent that they do an ultrasound and see that it's a girl, and they abort the child. And you end up with a culture that has, I don't know, maybe 2/3 men being born, boys being born. I don't know the exact figure, but it's massively. And they do that because their sons will support the parents in their old age. That's the culture there. So, does the society have any rights here? As a society, we get very vigilant and protective when children are not being treated fairly. Well, we create these huge bureaucracies that invade our right to raise our children as we will. I'm just playing different sides here. Sometimes the bureaucracies are brilliant and sometimes they're terrible. And we do that because we say society has an interest in the children. You look at China and you say, does society have an interest there in non-discrimination against women, against female fetuses? We're not finding answers here. We're just asking questions to bring up energy. Let's squeeze the limit on that. Imagine here in America, that becomes a common custom. Screening the sex of a baby, screening the DNA. Will this baby have smart genes? Whatever criteria the parents want. Is it okay to choose like that? And again, check to see if this brings up any fear for what this will do to our culture. Or it may be fantastic for the culture. Who can say? Whatever energy comes up, can you feel it? Can you let it go? Can you transform it? And there may be many on this phone call who have really strong religious beliefs or indoctrination as a child. Check to see if there's a sense of, if I do this or if I allow this, it's a sin. It's a sin to God. Whether it's a sin to God or not, could you welcome up this energy and allow your connection to the divine to be based on love rather than fear? If that's your choice. Most of the Western cultures today have a negative birth rate. Not enough babies being born to support the population, leading to an increasingly older population. Japan, which has a vast number of abortions, is a perfect example of this. Severely imbalanced population. Could that happen here? And welcome it up. We've let go of energy before. We've transformed energy before. Could we transform it again? And does all this energy help us solve the problem. And of course it doesn't. It just divides us. Could we look at this energy with gratitude? This is the energy that we can use to move into oneness. Imagine going to such a place where we have only absolute forgiveness, absolute compassion for everyone involved on this issue. Would that be okay with us? We become this pure heart about this topic. And we do this for the entire nation. We allow our hearts to become pure just in this area for right now, where we can have complete compassion for the pro-choice side and the pro-life side. Compassion being the most powerful place to be here. It connects us in oneness, connects us in love. Could we allow ourselves to be the conduit for love for this topic? And could we allow ourselves to go to a vision, an intention, where every woman is completely safe in the course of her pregnancy? No need for this back alley stuff. No need to worry about anything. And I'm not suggesting laws to make this happen. I'm suggesting that we set the intention from our hearts that every woman gives birth to a child she loves, to a child who can be taken care of, fully loved, fully supported, however that works out. That we as a nation, and again I'm setting no parameters here, just a direction that both sides can agree on. Both sides want children to be loved. Both sides want children to be healthy. Could we let this be our unifying premise? That in our world, society works it out so that women give birth to children they love, children they want, into circumstances where the children can thrive. All the while we stand in this place of universal love for everyone involved with this question. That we allow women to be elevated to a place of great honor in this culture. The ones who bring forth life. The ones who bring forth life. That they are honored, adored, and respected universally. And let's just take this picture, let it dissolve. We set the intention. We let the invisible force of nature fulfill that intention. And let the presence of our hearts grow very strong. Perhaps let your attention go to the soles of your feet so we're fully grounded. And when you are comfortable, take your time. When you're comfortable, please open your eyes. And I thank you all very much for going there with me. Very grateful for that. So that ends our formal part of this program. If anyone is stirred up about this or anything else, or has a gain or question, is that a raising your hand or stretching your arm? Yes.
Hi, Stephen. It's Jessica.
Oh, hang on, Jessica. Just 1 second. All right. You're up, Jessica.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Well, this definitely stirred the pot for me. I won't go into a story of my history or my family's history, but it brings up the aspect of abortion that's before pregnancy, which is how men and women come together, how people procreate, the intention or the lack thereof, and abuse, sexual abuse, control, manipulation, and I just feel really icky in my physiology and my, mental and emotional state.
Okay. So, can you welcome up that feeling?
Okay, yes.
Okay. So, Jessica, does this come from some sense of wanting to control what's going on, or wanting to be safe, or wanting love and approval? What's going on behind this ickiness?
Well, I could say I definitely want to control it, but that is in order to feel safe. I think it's a safety issue.
Good. So I want everyone on the phone here in the room, just check in to see if the whole question of how men and women get together and how the whole procreation happens brings up any wanting to be safe or wanting to be in control or wanting to be loved. whatever brings up for you. These are the universal energies of the first three chakras. Okay? So, Jessica, this feeling of wanting to be safe here, can you welcome that up?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you welcome it up some more?
Yes.
Yes. And is it okay with you if you let go of the wanting to be safe so you can move into being safe, feeling safe?
Yes.
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 And could you allow that wanting to shift into having safety even more?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you get that this feeling of safety, whether you have it or not, more or less becomes a choice based on how you manage your energy?
Yes.
You get that? You know, you shifted from that out of, lacking safety feeling to suddenly being safe just with a few directions to your energetic body, right?
Yes.
Okay. And everyone else, just check to see if you can move in that same place where you will realize the energy is there, and all we are doing it is labeling it one way or the other, right? So is it okay with you, Jessica, if every time you feel unsafe, that lacking safety feeling, that you welcome that feeling and allow that to shift to the spectrum of your divine self, where you are absolutely in control and safe? Would that be okay with you?
Yes. Yes. It's like a light bulb just went on. It's like, oh, it's just managing energy. You said this yesterday, and it went in deeper than it had before. I don't know, there's some subtlety about the way you phrased it, where it just landed just right. And it's going deeper right now. I get it. Yeah.
Nice. So you're helping us all to get it, by the way. Thank you for speaking up. So,
well, it's like a habit. It's like a habit. We brush our teeth.
Yep. It's just a habit.
We can manage our energy. It's just noticing, oh, geez, my teeth feel gross. I forgot to brush my teeth this morning. My energy feels gross. I need to manage it. It's so simple.
So simple.
So it's the stories that prevent us from managing energy because we believe the story.
Now, completely true, and here's the other side of this, is that sometimes the wounds are so deep, like you say, you just today went in very deep because you're ready for it. Sometimes the wounds are so deep that we have to deal with the wound first before we can go to that place.
Yeah, I see your point because I was avoiding the issue when you started today. When you said what the topic was, I had a visceral reaction, and out loud I said, oh, God. So there was resistance to the whole process. And then I had to let myself get into it as you were stirring the pot. And then I thought, oh, I'm avoiding what's actually buried very deep inside of me.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for bringing that out like that. Everybody, can you just check to see if you have any avoidance energy left on the topic of abortion? Just go inside one more time. Can you go in also, Jessica? So I look, and the way we do it is we squeeze the lemon, we take an extreme statement. I look forward to investigating abortion again. I look forward to yes, oh, good. I look forward to seeing another video of a fetus being aborted. Yeah. Right. I don't either, right. We all have it. Okay. So is it okay, and you're showing it to us, Jessica, thank you. Is it okay if we all welcome up that energy, and again, notice it's just energy. It's our energy. Very valuable, our energy. And is it okay if we expand the boundary of our hearts to encompass this energy? One thing we can bring it in, we can expand the boundary of our heart to encompass this energy and reclaim it
Yes.
Part of our divine self.
Yes.
Good. So, Jessica, I look forward to exploring the topic of abortion in all of its gory details even more. How do you feel about that?
I feel energy moving in my body. That was
Good.
interesting. I've already done that in my life because my whole exploration of abortion started when I was a senior in high school because I did a term paper on it. And so I researched it. And I had a position prior to the research, and then it was a 180 switch after. But just going through this process with you, I mean, just 2 minutes ago I would have said no, but now the energy shifted and I can say yes. And it was that expansion of we are bigger than any problem.
Yes.
I was getting trapped in the mind thinking I'm this small person, but I'm much bigger than this problem.
Yes, and I'm going to reframe what you just said, by the way, because what I noticed was, the first time I asked that, made that statement, you went, ugh. Okay?
Yes.
This time you did not. You noticed that shift in yourself.
Yeah, big time.
Big time. Yeah, that's nice. Really deep movement there.
Yeah.
So let's say it again. I look forward to investigating and looking into this abortion issue and all of its gory details. And you notice the energy is much less. So how about this one? I look forward to that point where I can investigate anything with complete peace.
Yes.
That's okay, isn't it? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes. Is it okay if we investigate abortion and totally maintain our state of peace?
Yes.
That's very powerful, isn't it?
That is so liberating. Oh my gosh, I'm having another miraculous moment like yesterday. The energy is just like pouring through my body. It's fantastic. Thank you so much.
You all know I paid Jessica to get on the phone here, don't you?
We'll roll out our next course at the end of the call, right?
Oh. All right.
Oh, well. Thank you so much, Stephen.
You did a nice job for us. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
Did you want to go? Yeah. So we have someone from the class here, Radhika. No, they have to cause too many echoes, those microphones.
This really stirred me up. So I went back to the debate with Hillary and Donald Trump and remembered that big lie that you repeated, which stirred me up again. How would you feel? And a baby didn't get aborted and it's on the table and then it gets killed. And this is, of course, it makes anyone feel absolutely sick, and it has stirred up the whole base and the whole Republican Party, and it stirs me up because I'll release, but I have to just say that less than 1% of all abortions are third trimester. These are children that are wanted by their parents. These are children that are told they're going to be born without a brain, with their organs outside of their body, their limbs fused together.
So
they're absolutely.
Gotcha. Let's go to the energy. So because there's both sides, and I honor that. I really do.
Okay. So that and the fact that the same people who are not wanting abortion want to cut all funding for.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this really stirs me up.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, we got a riot going on here. Get your sign. So half the room on this side, half the room on this side. So Radhika. Those are all right. If anybody wants to bypass can float up. It's pretend it doesn't exist. So Radhika. So all these feelings. So can you sit? It really helps. So here you are, stirred up. So do you like being stirred up?
No.
No. Does it help solve the problem?
No.
It doesn't. Okay. So is it okay with you if you just be with a stirred up feeling?
Yes.
Yes. And can you welcome us some more?
Yes.
And more.
Yes.
And more.
Yes.
And just be with it. Just be with it. These are very deep energies, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you love the fact that you feel passionately about this?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, would you rather feel numb or would you rather be passionate?
No, I'd rather.
You'd rather be passionate, right? Good. So could you give yourself some love and approval for being so passionate?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you give yourself some more love and approval?
Yes.
Yeah. And more love and approval.
Yeah.
And all these people who are so wrong, okay? All these people who are so wrong, is it more powerful for you to judge them or to love them?
To love them.
You have to love them. Because we've known for...
I don't think I can.
It's okay. You don't have to. It's just a question. Okay? You don't have to love them. You don't have to do anything. This is your energy, right? Okay?
So I feel terrified somehow.
Good. Good. Can you welcome up that terror?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome up some more. And more. And it's just a feeling, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So look at all these people. And could you let go of judging them?
Yes.
Just for your own sake, not for theirs. Okay? Could you let go of judging them some more? And more. Now, as you start this process of letting go of that judgment, do you feel worse or do you feel better?
Better.
Better. Would it be okay with you if you gave yourself this gift of letting go of judging them?
Yeah, the feeling's still there.
That's good. Good. Can you feel the feeling? Where's that in your solar plexus?
Your whole is shaking.
Shaking.
Like
Good.
the injustice brings in fear.
Yes. So can you take all that energy and either move it into your heart or allow your heart to expand into it? Yes. Yes. And is it okay with you if you claim this energy for your passion here? Okay? Would you claim this energy to use it powerfully to impact this country, this community, whatever, how far you want to reach out? This is good energy. Okay? So let's just move to a bigger picture here for a second while this energy keeps moving. All right? So imagine that you have all this power within you and you use it in whatever means. We don't have to go into tactics or this sort of thing, but you use it to help create a world. And for you, I'm going to say where women have choice, where only babies who are loved and taken care of are born. Would that be okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a good use of that energy, wouldn't it? Yeah. So let's compare that to using that energy to be angry and blasting the other side. Okay? You blast them, they just dig in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that. So this is just a matter of how do I shift this energy, right? Because right now it's visceral, it's gut, strong energy. Okay. So could you feel that energy, and could you give that energy some love and approval?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you give it some more love and approval?
Yes.
And more love and approval?
Yes.
Yeah. And more love and approval?
Yes.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this energy now?
Calming down.
Calming down. Right. And notice you're not asking it to leave, okay? Because we want you to use that, okay? And I imagine if you look out at all these people here, most of them want you to use that energy, okay? Probably the people on the phone also. So let's imagine a country where people are fully empowered to promote their visions, whatever that vision is, either side, okay? Is it okay with you if you step into being a powerful woman, Radhika? You already are. You impact a lot of people, right? You know that. You're a big influencer. Okay? That's power, right? Could you allow that to magnify? That the clarity that you bring forth and the passion you bring forth spreads throughout the whole country. That feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And can you allow yourself to be loved by people in that process?
Yes.
Yeah. Could you allow yourself to be loved even more?
Mm.
Yeah. So there you are, powerful woman who is deeply loved. How does that feel? Okay? And how's that energy doing right now in your abdominal area?
Feel more love.
Feel more love. Okay? Would it be okay for you to allow yourself to go to a place where there is just pure love for you? That you are so ensconced in your heart that you just love everyone and everyone loves you.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that can include both sides here, can't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. So where else do we need to go here?
Good.
That's good?
Calmed down a lot. Thank
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You spoke for many people there, Radhika. Yes, Helen.
Do you happen to know anything about what Harold Percival said about this subject?
So we're not going there. We're going to what your energy is.
My energy is passionate about people going to balance and centeredness.
Okay, so where's the issue?
The issue is that people who are being called wrong are simply being polarized.
So how do you feel about that?
I would like to generate an influence of getting it that all of these polarizing issues have been manipulations of society, and that we do not have to be manipulated.
Wait, stop the lecture.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing is you want to, are you looking at something?
I'm looking to see what time it is because it's important. It's fine. It's 10:01.
10 after 10.
Oh, no, it's 10:01.
No, it's not. It's 10 after 10.
10:01.
Okay?
It's fine.
Okay, so sit up straight.
Yep.
All right? So here you are. Here you are. What I'm hearing is that there is a wanting to control people out there from your side.
Not really.
That you want them to get something.
Well, it would be nice if they would, and I'm thinking that it would be worthwhile doing.
But what do you want then?
I want it to be understood that polarization is natural when...
So wait, stop. You want to be understood.
I want people to understand.
So
I already understand.
Wait.
I got it.
Wait. So let's get clear here. So you want people understand
that.
You want to control them.
No.
No. That's what you want, because right now they're not understanding, right?
Yeah, but I can't control that except by possibly doing something which will inspire understanding.
How do you feel with all these people out here who don't understand what you understand?
They're pathetic.
They're pathetic. There we go. So can you welcome that feeling where you're judging them? Okay? And how does that feel?
Physiologically, it feels like kind of a gray cloud in the heart area.
Good. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for going there. So that gray cloud, do you like that gray cloud?
No, it's not. It's not terrible. It's not likable.
Okay. So, was it okay with you if you let go of disapproving of that gray cloud?
Disapproving of the situation? Yeah, I can.
No, the gray cloud.
Oh.
And you. We're not talking about them yet. We're talking about you.
There is no them.
Okay. For you, Alan. Okay. That gray cloud, would you rather not have there, correct?
Sure.
Is that
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay. So, could you let go of disapproving of that gray cloud? Is that disapproval energy making that cloud go away?
It's just uncomfortable. That's all. I'm not approving or disapproving. It's just uncomfortable, and in that sense, I prefer it to nothing.
Right. So you're not liking it.
No.
So, what it feels like to me, Alan, is that it's very uncomfortable for you to go there.
Not hugely. It's just
okay.
I mean, if I have to have a perception about it, my sense is that if I just be with it, it'll go away.
Okay, so there's nothing to do here.
I don't think so.
All right. Thanks very much.
Namaste.
Yeah, namaste.
I got to go now.
All right.
I had to be there somewhere at 10:30.
All right.
Steve?
Yes.
This is Patsy.
Hi, Patsy.
I just want to say that during that meditation, especially toward the end, where you elevated women, the honoring of women, I just went to this incredible place of love that I don't know that I've ever experienced like that. And I just want to thank you for, as a woman that you took us, or at least took me, to that so incredible, loving place. It's still with me right now. It's just so beautiful. And thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And we'll take that as a gain you're sharing.
It's a beautiful gain.
Yeah. Wow.
Because this is such a personal issue for a woman, It's just so personal. And so to choose either side as a woman, it's just like my heart goes out to every woman who would ever be put in that situation. It's hard. So thank you for all that love. I'm just expanded here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Nice to hear that. All right. Anyone else stirred up? This is quite a topic. Stirred up or have something to add, or it's 10:15. Should we say I love you, I love you, I love you? Let's do that today, you guys. As a group. I love you, I love you.
I love you, I love you.
I love you, I love you.
Love you.
I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you.
I love you.
There we go. I love you all. I'm going to unmute this. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love to all.
I love you all.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Love, love, love.
Love, love, love.
Love, love, love.
Love.
Let's stop this recording.